All right, everyone, welcome back. We're still struggling with our clutch change here. I decided that I was going to change that pressure plate just to try it before I start machining and changing things. And the new pressure plate bolted right on there. Everything looks really good. No issues there, but it did not change anything as far as my clearances. You can see I'm still off a little bit. So next step is I need to shorten up that center hub there that holds my release bearing. And I don't know how much. Looks like quite a bit, maybe 3/8 of an inch or so. Because it ain't gonna work with that narrower disc, and the clearance has changed, so it is what it is. So I'm gonna pull that apart and get that bearing pulled off of there and kind of look at it. I'm gonna do some measuring here and try and figure out exactly what I need to measure and or what I need to machine, and we'll go from there. All right, so we got this part. This is the flange. This is where the old bearing pushes against. And this is the edge where the new bearing pushes. So I think what I'm going to do to start out is I'm going to machine this back to give myself some more clearance, which shouldn't be too bad. And then I'm going to cut this. I'm going to leave this diameter the same. I'm going to cut this back 1/4 of an inch this way. And then we're going to put it back together. I think 1/4 of an inch is going to be close. It might have to go a little bit further, but we're going to start with 1/4. That'd be a nice safe measurement. And I don't want to go too far because then I got to start worrying about putting shims in here and everything else, or starting over, and I don't want to do that. So let's cut this back, get some more clearance, and then we'll cut this back 1/4 of an inch, and we'll try it again. Alrighty, well, we're back. I got this machined. I just matched what was already there. I just brought it back a little bit to give myself some more clearance. Now I need to take this surface here back 1/4 of an inch, and probably this one too. We'll see how this ends up. But I didn't do any measuring here. I just kind of eyeballed it and matched it up with what was already there. So now I need to measure back 1/4 of an inch from here, and we'll get this machine back. Had quite a bit of chattering and going on. I had to keep playing with my speeds and change my cutter bit around, and well, these cutter bits ain't really impressive, but we'll get her. Let me get this set up, and we'll get her cut down. Alright, so I just scribed a line on there. From that edge to there, I scribed it with my calipers. It's 1/4 of an inch. It's going to be close enough for what we're doing. So I'm going to take this down to this diameter, back to that point there. Okay, well, I think we're done. I machined 1/4 of an inch back here. I machined this back, give me some more room. Bearing slides on there. Looks like I got plenty of clearance back there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's not sticking out the front. I was worried I was going to have to cut that back a little bit, but I think we're good. I think it's time to polish this up a little bit and make it look a little better, but I think it's time to put it back together and see how it looks. Decide if we need to go further or not. Well, it is very close, but I don't think we're quite there yet. I need to give it another 16th or so. It's on there. I could get the bolts in it, but it's tight. There's no free travel, so I think I'm gonna put her back in the lathe and just do a little cut on this here. Try to get that a little better, and I think we'll be good to go. All right, guys, I did one more cut off of this, maybe another 1/8 of an inch or 16th. I don't know. I just kind of buzzed it off, but it is almost perfect right now. There's just a little small amount of pressure on there, and I do have a little bit of free play with my pedal. You know, maybe not as much as I need, but it releases good. I think we're good to go here. I think we're gonna call it. All right. What's next? Gotta put my coupler back together. I gotta make new gaskets for my belt pulley. Put my grease hoses back on. I'll probably take these bolts out and Loctite everything in, lock it down good. And hopefully this will be the end of it. But I guess for right now, we're gonna wrap this one up here and talk to you guys later.